Hello everyone, my name's Itamar Blauer, and in this video I'm going to be showing you some of the free link building tools you can use in Ahrefs. So in the previous video I was going through the keyword research tools, so in this one I want to go through the link building tools and show you some of the stuff you could do for free using Ahrefs. Now before we get started, make sure you're subscribed and you turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future SEO related videos. So without further ado, let's get started. So looking into the link building tools that you can use with Ahrefs, there are three of them. You've got the Backlink Checker, the Broken Link Checker, and the Website Authority Checker. Now, all of these are great, and for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using the Tottenham Hotspur website, which is a football or soccer team here in the UK. So we're going to take their site, and let's first start off with the Website Authority Checker, because this tool essentially is going to show you what the domain rating is of the website. So once we've clicked on some stairs and some bicycles, which actually, is that a bike? That's not a bicycle. Anywho, when we do that, we can see that TottenhamHotspur.com, their website has a domain rating of 78. Now, domain rating essentially is a metric that measures the overall strength of a backlink profile out of 100. So 78 out of 100 is pretty damn high, which is really good, right? So we can see that the DR for this site is good. Oh, really good. And we can also see in terms of the overall top level stats of the backlink profile, it's got 16,000 referring domains. So essentially the amount of unique websites that link to this domain. And we can also see that 79% of these links from these domains are do follow. And we can see that overall, in terms of all the backlinks that that website has, so essentially each linking website might link to this site more than once. And we can see that 52% of all these backlinks are do follow. So you might think, what's actually the difference here? So essentially, in terms of the unique domains, there's a higher proportion of the unique domains that link to them with a do follow link, but there are some domains that will link to them many times, and a lot of these might be no follow. Hence, this percentage has gone down, if you're wondering. So that's the Website Authority Checker tool, which is great just to see right off the bat potentially how good a site might be to get a link from. And then if we look into the Backlink Checker, this is where we can see especially the amount of links and kind of vet how good they are with the tool. So we can only select between the exact URL and subdomains. So actually for this example, I'll just do exact URL, and then we'll check the backlinks for this site. Now, something else that we're seeing here is the URL rating, which is specifically focusing on that particular URL and how strong it is in terms of the links that it receives. So in this instance, the URL rating for the homepage is bigger than the domain rating for the entire site, which makes sense because usually most links that you'll get will go to the homepage in the majority of instances. And then we can see again the amount of backlinks that are going just to the homepage, and also the referring domains just again to the homepage here. And then once this loads, we'll be able to see an overview of the top 100 backlinks here of this particular page, so for the homepage. And this is filtered by URL rating, so we can't change the filter, so it's going to stay on URL rating, but generally that's probably the better indicator to go for. So we can kind of scroll through here and see what types of links are coming in and where they're coming from. So this is from the Premier League site. We've got some casino sites in here, and you can basically see the metrics of DR, UR, the referring domains, and the estimated organic traffic of these domains here. And then we can see obviously the anchor text and the backlink itself that's being given, and we'll also be able to see if there are any issues of it in terms of, is it a backlink that is redirecting, or sometimes you can see no follows in there as well. It can tell you if the link is contextual, which in this instance it is, or if it's within an image. So that's the top 100 backlinks. Then we can click through to see the top 5 anchors. So these are the top 5 most popular anchor text that is used when this URL here is getting links. So Tottenham Hotspur, obviously number 1, because that makes sense. That is the actual full name of the team. And we've got Tottenham here, Hotspurs with an S at the end, so that, you know, it shouldn't be with an S at the end, but we can still see it's got lots of links like that. And then we've got some of the kind of naked URL, that's the anchor text here, and we can see how many do follow referring domains are pointing to this site or to this page with that particular anchor text. So that's also another really good thing to understand, to see, well, are these anchor texts actually relevant? Are they, in this case, of course, they're branded, but of course, depending on the site or page you want to look at, you want to check to see if they're actually getting links with relevant anchor text, because that is really important to see as well. And then the last thing we can go through is the top 5 pages. And this is usually better when you've got the other setting as opposed to just the URL. So let's actually look at the subdomains here, and we'll include that just to see basically the top 5 pages for this domain. And we can see that we've got the homepage obviously is the one that has the most links, and that's what this essentially measures. So it's going to be measured by the amount of do follow links to the pages here. So we can see homepage is obviously the best one in terms of do follow links coming in and the volume of them, and then we've got some other URLs here like /archive news, executive members, and home. So then that's the top 5 pages, which again is quite a good insight to see what the kind of distribution is like in terms of links that are going to different places. So we can see here it's got almost 3 million links, and then we can also see what kind of proportions are going to different areas of the site. So if we wanted to, for instance, calculate this in our heads and say, okay, 52% of these links are do follow, so that's 1.5 million. So then we've got about 30 something percent of the do follow links are actually going to the homepage. And yeah, that's just an interesting thing that you can do to gauge sort of how well distributed links are to a website. So that's the backlink checker. And the last thing we want to check is the broken link checker, which is also a very useful tool to have, especially as part of this suite of free tools from Ahrefs. So when we click on the crossroads, it's going to give me more, isn't it? Yeah, I'm keeping this in just to show you guys the difficulty of doing this sort of capture stuff sometimes. But essentially, when we check the broken links, here we've got 2 options. We can see the top 10 broken outbound links. So these are links that are going from the Tottenham Hotspur website to a 404. And then we can see the top 10 broken inbound links. So this is from other websites that are linking to 404s on the Tottenham site. So let's do a quick example, and let's say we use this page here where the anchor text highlighted in blue is FAW's official website. So when we see it here, we click on that, this should be a 404, which it is. So essentially you could then go back to this page, edit it, and update this link so it goes to a working page. And it can be a bit trickier with the inbound links because these are from other sites, so you kind of need to reach out to them yourself. But essentially we can see here that there's a lot from the Wikipedia page, funnily enough. So if we want to take a look for another example, if we go to the Wikipedia page and we can see the original, which is the anchor text, on 14th July. So if we search for that, the original on 14th July 2015. So this link, when we click on the original, should go to a 404, which it has done. So in this case, it's like you can reach out to Wikipedia editors, for instance, to get them to update that link. But this is a great tool as well to be able to find broken links that either you're linking out to 404s or you're getting links in that are actually 404s from other sites. So it's great to be able to use these as part of the free SEO tools from Ahrefs. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like rating below, that would really help me out. And I've been Itamar Blauer, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Hey, you've reached the end of this video, but don't worry, there's plenty more great content that you can watch right now. All you have to do is click one of the 2 video links on the left side of the screen. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to never miss out on future uploads.